Mississauga has some pros and it definitely has some cons. So today our video is going to be about the pros and cons of living in Mississauga or potentially moving to Mississauga for yourself. Now I'm going to start this list with a con. Some of the biggest cons that people will bring up in Mississauga are the traffic areas that you may be going through on the daily. So if you are heading down the Highway 10, they're currently putting in an LRT, which is going to be great for the city. It's going to be great for transit, but currently it is a little bit of a nightmare, especially if you're trying to get from Brampton to Mississauga in one of these high traffic times. So that is going to be one of the biggest cons of living or moving to Mississauga. Next, we're going to hop to the pros. I got a pro here for you. Mississauga has so many family-friendly neighborhoods, and I've covered them in some of my other videos, but you have the ability to really choose a neighborhood that works best for your family, whether it's port credit, maybe your family is older, you have maybe one or two of your kids have already left the nest and you're looking to settle down yourselves. Port credit is going to offer you a lot of things to do yourselves, whether it's go walk on the water, go to some of these nice little shops and restaurants. If you have a family and you have younger kids and you want to be in port credit, then you have the ability to go to the library there. You have nice parks that are situated all along the water. You have access to the highway very, very close by at the 403 at here, Ontario and 10. So you've got great things for different stages of your life. Second thing we're going to go over here is another pro. There are some really good schools, education facilities in Mississauga, and we're going to start with the University of Toronto, Mississauga. So University of Toronto, obviously one of the more renowned schools across Canada, but you have the Mississauga campus there where a lot of people attend. It's a very prestigious school. So having something like that in South Mississauga is a big draw for a lot of people. Now, a con, unfortunately for myself being a realtor, is the cost of living. So Mississauga's cost of living currently, as of the end of September, it's going to cost you $1,021,000 for the average home in Mississauga. So it's not cheap. If you want to get into the market, $600,000 might get you a starter condo, but definitely a con is being able to afford the real estate in Mississauga. Now, a con, it's not really specific to Mississauga, but we're going to say it anyways, is the weather. Mississauga, it's prone to the rest of Canada, to the four seasons. So you're going to have snow and slush and some messy roads in the winter, and you're going to have the summer roads that are beautiful, clean, but you might have heavier construction happening during those times. That's a con for Canada as a whole. It's not just a specific con to Mississauga, but it is a con nevertheless. Another pro here is the community program. So depending on where you live in Mississauga, all of the libraries and a lot of the schools do have extracurriculars. So libraries have a lot of free play that you can register your kids for, especially if they're not yet school age. So there's a lot of great things you can do with your families at some of these community centers. You have outdoor rinks. Yeah, you have Celebration Square where they have the outdoor rink. You have a lot of shopping, and you also have tons of play areas, whether it's indoor or outdoor. So no matter what the season is, maybe you're not a big fan of winter, but you still have options to do things with your family, keep those kids entertained. And trust me, I've got two young kids, so keeping them entertained, I understand, is a constant challenge. There's no question about it. So having a lot of these activities and options are really good for your family. Another big pro to Mississauga is the healthcare system. You've got some great hospitals scattered across the city, and if you unfortunately, depending on the situation, you need to access a hospital, you have the ability to get to a few of them that are going to be able to service you as you need. And they are always busy. You're in Peel, so the hospitals tend to be busy. The fact they have a couple of them is going to allow you to at least have the opportunity to get served faster. One of the cons, although it's a partial, we'll say, a pro and con, is the lack of transit in Mississauga. Not only is there a lot of transit, but the lack of, from a subway perspective, you don't have a subway in Mississauga, so you are really tied to the GO bus schedule. The LRT in the future will be a huge plus for it, but Mississauga means you're tied to the city bus and the GO bus. You don't have any train for transportation right now. We'll call it a con. It's kind of a halfway, so that would be a con on our list here. Final con that I've got for you is just finding a balance in Mississauga. With the cost of living being so high, you have to find a work-life balance, and navigating through some of these cons like your traffic, the cost of living, you have to really find that happy medium where you're able to do what you need to do with your family, with your friends, and enjoy your life, but not be too disturbed with these other factors that come into play. And the last pro I've got, and I love to spend a lot of time outdoors with my family, is Mississauga just has a ton of nature park. You can go to Lake Aquitaine, you can go to Meadowvale Park to go for a walk. You've got outdoor playgrounds everywhere for your kids. So if you want a city that offers a lot of outdoor options for your children, whether it be winter, summer, spring, or fall, Mississauga is going to cover all of those. If you found some value in this video today, please hit that subscribe button here, like the channel, and stay tuned for more specific content that's geared towards different neighborhoods. So if you want to learn a little bit more, or if you're considering moving to a specific neighborhood, maybe I'll have you covered in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.